In 1 year. No special new responsibilities, no new title, same job she worked the year before, but for some reason, her salary went up by 50%. Most people are lucky to get a 4% wage increase year over year. The average promotion comes with a 15% raise. She got a 50% raise for what seems like no reason. And allegedly, this affair had been going on for years, bro. Now, it's important to note, neither the university nor the police nor has any official source named Paige as the mistress. However, there's pretty good reason to think that she is probably the mistress. And that's because the day that he was fired, he went to Paige's house, which... how did he know where that was, by the way? Anyway, after being fired, he goes to Paige's apartment, breaks into her home, grabs an assortment of butter knives. I'm serious, right? He didn't even grab the big sharp joint, bro. He grabbed the round, barely serrated dinner knives, along with a pair of kitchen scissors, and then threatened to end himself and make her watch. So technically, he didn't threaten to physically harm her, but he was still definitely emotionally terrorizing her and committing several crimes. And so, as a result, he was arrested and charged. He is now set to be released on house arrest with a $25,000 bond, and here's an actual video of his arraignment. Check it out.
Mr. Moore, could you state your name, please?
Ron Moore.
Sir, you are not to use alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance that is not prescribed to you. You are not to possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. You are not to engage in criminal conduct of any kind whatsoever. You may not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Prior to your release, you will be placed on a GPS tether. The named victim in this case will not be placed on the record. You may not have contact with that individual. Are we understood on the no contact and no go-to, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bond will be set in the amount of $25,000 cash surety, as requested by the prosecution's office. Court does not determine innocence or guilt. This court determines flight risk and community safety. The court finds with these conditions in place, it has been met.
And so that's the story thus far of Sharon Moore, the man who through pure grit, determination, and focus made all of his dreams come true, and then flushed that shit down the toilet, all to sleep with some random and honestly pretty basic chick. And she has some kind of like weird disease too, you know, like not trying to make fun of her or anything, but she's got like this rare muscle disease and heart illness. It's like, bro, you gonna throw it all away for some sick woman? Like, cheating on your wife, right? You got 3 kids. And he knew he was gonna lose his job if anyone found out about this relationship. As soon as he got that head coaching position, he should have cut that shit off. Like, there were so many reasons to not do this, but man's insatiable hunger for new vagina remains the world's undefeated world champion destroyer of empires, bro. It's crazy. But that's the story, man. That's the video. You guys let me know what you think all in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. And until next time, peace out.
right, so for the first batch of articles, this is how we're gonna start the stream, man. If you are a PS4 ninja, put your fingers in your ears, don't listen, or hands over the ears, la 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 la, because I know you don't want to hear this.
Oh.
But for everybody else that is employed and looking forward to the future,
Cool, PS6.
we've got some.
Yeah, I think I already seen that. Oh, damn, Dragon Ball Legends. Ugh. Huh. Alright, so
who would you die for? Who would you lie for? Lie for? This ain't the Bible. 'Cause I got a rifle. Don't ever fuck with me. 'Cause I got enemies. Nobody's there for me. So Father, forgive me for you know that I'm always in it. I take new ventures, party here with liquor, fucking up my system. Excuse my language, that's a hang up on how shitty I be feeling. I'm sorry, I feel no attraction in none of these men or women. 'Cause I've been so low for so long. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I've been so low for so long. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah. Who do you ride for? Who do you cry for? It's now or never. Gotta keep it together. Oh Lord, it's taking over me. 'Cause I got enemies. Nobody's there for me. So Father, forgive me for you know that I'm always in it. I take new interest, party in with liquor, fucking up my system. Excuse my language, that's a hang up on how shitty I be feeling. I'm sorry, I feel no attraction in none of these men or women. 'Cause I've been so low for so long. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I've been so low for so long. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah. I tried my best, yeah. Only to fall. Going in and out alone, running rubber, riding solo, yeah. I'm too fucked up. Tell me what you really want from me. Is that too much? Is that too much? Is that too much? Oh, oh, oh. 'Cause I've been so low for so long. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. 'Cause I've been so low for so long. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Situations bring you back to me. Oh, love is never break down. Guess you won't, that's all. On my head, you say that I'm dying to forget. I bit the bullet for you, for you. I wrote a song to many places, so I hope you hear me know that I've been thinking about you. Oh, thinking about you. When it's dark out, I'm the one you need. Yeah, listen to the beating of your heart out. When it's dark out, I'm the one you need. Yeah, listen to the beating of your heart out. Sound. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Never give up on your life with me. Oh, I'm unforgettable. You see me. No, I'm all yours. I'm all yours. Oh, 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 you didn't know. You should know. When it's dark out, I'm the one you need. Yeah, listen to the beating of your heart out. When it's dark out, I'm the one you need. Yeah, listen to the beating of your heart out. Sound. Da 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 da. Da 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 no. Da 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 da. Oh. There's a question that I'll never ask. No one to help me when I'm feeling bad. Hesitation. Oh, you gotta know. I've been a mess since I met you. I'm stuck in your mood, you know. When it's dark out, I'm the one you need. Yeah, listen to the beating of your heart out. When it's dark out, I'm the one you need. Yeah, listen to the beating of your heart out. Sound. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. No. Da 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 da. Oh. So just sit here, relax your body. It's on the run. Let's get comfortable. My lips on your skin. I just wanna lay down next to you, girl. Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much to ask for? I don't wanna lay between your legs. Listen while I whisper, no I'm not finna beg. Let me kiss your body up to your forehead. I just wanna breathe the air. Just let me know you're there. Ooh, I really wanna make a move, but I won't unless you want me to. Yes, I want you. Don't sit here, relax your body. It's on the run. Let's get comfortable. My lips on your skin. I just wanna lay down next to you, girl. Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much to ask for? I'm not trying to score. Your heart's an open door. I got the key. I'm trying to keep composure and some more. I know you want some more. Can your body hear me? Want you to feel me. And I really wanna make a move, but I won't unless you want me to. Unless I want you. To sit, relax your body. It's on the run.
Wait, I'm
Let's get comfortable.
I guess it's
My lips on your skin. I just wanna lay down next to you, girl. Is that too much to ask for? Baby, is it too much to ask for?
Two people, so I gotta draw the first game. Ain't that be? Oh shit. I know. I wasn't even camping the time.
One more shot,
Yeah, there's probably a lot of shit.
I feel like you're up to something. Fuck that, you're up to something.
Okay, yeah. Probably camping now. I don't know, Kim, what? How you doing, Dipper? I'm bad. Late with pride. And also, let's see what the fuck. Yeah. Nothing can go wrong with Sapa's Butcher. We got one Steam user. Ah, private too. I get two. Shut up. Shift. Us. Yeah. Should put that. Oh. How about that don't work on Red Dead? It's crazy. God damn. I'm like, you know. Man. How you doing, Dipper? Yo. Street Fighter 6 is on sale for $19. That's crazy. Tab detail. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Interesting. Wait. Not bad. Not bad. It's good. It's good. It's good. Right. That's good. Oh. Oh shit. This is gonna go crazy. There you go. Stop your shit. Hey, you probably see that. HP. This shit crazy. Thank you. Give me some fuck. Hello. Wow, that's crazy. Woo. crazy. It sounds so wrong. From like earlier.
Your cries, they can be heard from far and wide.
in that one. Oh wow, fucking crazy. You know, I hit the prompt. This is crazy. That's great. That game. That's cool. Good game. This is technically a onesie. Let's see how this game's gonna go.
not allowed to duck the high once you've blocked the mid. So this goes into hammer chance, standing 2 goes into hammer chance, 1-2 goes into hammer chance, down back 4 goes into hammer chance. This character never had a low that's not launch punishable. She would have to do this. Always gambling her life, right? Now for some reason we gave her down back 4, which is now minus 13, but on hit this goes into hammer chance at +6. If she counter hits, she can very easily counter it, confirm this, into heat engager, into full crouch, because now you can heat engager into crouch, and now you're gonna guess the mix up, and it's just not a whole lot of fun. If she does any of this into hammer chance, you are guessing for your life. She can do a low, that's minus 14. She can do a hammer chance.
Skill-based matchmaking has been a topic of heated debates ever since it was first introduced in Dead by Daylight. On one hand, it's a really useful feature because it adds a degree of competitiveness. On the other hand, it often turns the game into an absolute nightmare where you can't relax even for a second because you keep going against absolute no-lifer sweatlords. But why did Behavior introduce SBMM in the first place? To answer that question, we're gonna need to go all the way back to 2016 when Dead by Daylight just launched. Back then, matchmaking was rank-based. Ranks were colored icons with numbers that show which skill group you currently belong to. Survivors and killers had a separate rank, which was shared by all characters within the role. There were 20 ranks in total, with 20 being the lowest and 1 the highest. They were split into 5 groups of 4, each marked by its own color: gray, puke green, normal green, purple, and iridescent. In order to rank up, you had to earn a certain amount of so-called pips. The diamond-shaped thing is displayed under the rank icon. 3 pips for ranks 20 and 19, 4 pips for ranks 18 to 13, and 5 pips for ranks 12 to 1. To pip, you had to earn 10,000 blood points or more across 4 scoring categories: objectives, survival features, for survivors, and brutality deviousness and sacrifice for killers. Failing to reach that threshold resulted in losing a pip, earning 20,000 allowing you to rank faster. To rank up efficiently is really important to spread the action.
That's a sick intro. That is a sick intro.
I'm just the boy inside the man, not exactly who you think I am. Trying to trace my steps back here again. So many times I'm just a speck inside your hand. You came and made me who I am. I remember where it all began so clearly. I feel a million miles away. Still you connect me in your way, and you created me something I would have never seen. When I can't see the floor, you made my window a door. So when they say they don't believe, I hope that they see you and me. After all the lights go down, I'm just the words you are the same. A strange type of chemistry. You've become a part of me. And when I sit alone at night, your thoughts burn through me like a fire. You're the only one who knows who I really am. We all wanna be somebody. We just need a taste of who we are. We all wanna be somebody. We're just as fast. That light's been burned out for a while. I still see it every time I pass. It was lost in the corners of my mind, behind a box of reasons why. I never doubted it was there. It just took a little time to find them. I feel a million miles away. Still you connect me in your way, and you created me something I would have never seen. When I could only see the world, you make my door. When they say no, they see you. What's the word you want to say? The chemistry, you come apart of me. When I see you lonely night, your thoughts can burn me like a fire. Let me see, player customization. And I remember listening to this song like how old this song is. It's like 13 years ago, so that means, yeah, that's middle school for sure. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's like what? Yeah, that was middle school, yeah. Sweet child, football. My steps back here again. 42, yeah. that story, man. So when they say they don't believe, I hope that they see you and me. Wait. 30 years, man. Of Tekken, that's crazy. And that means my brother's older than Tekken. My cousin's older than Tekken. That's insane. That's really insane to think about.
The closest thing to it. What we got here? What we got here? Unbutton. But oh. Blazer unbutton. Pretty sick. Mix that with some of everything in Power Rangers. Oh, the gloves. They keep that. Not money, Where'd I go with it? I like go ahead. Oh God, excuse me. Too colorful. I'm playing online. Tekken? I mean, not Tekken. What is it?
Chow Lam. Excellent. All Phoenix. Gotcha.
Yeah. Dude, I would love to play the 6th game because it says that one has a way better customization.
Get ready for the next
This is
battle.
crazy to think about. The thing about it though is that you can't change like individual stuff, which kind of sucks. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm like. That should be nice. Nice. Yes, I take it.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight.
加減いらんで。
楽しませてくれるのだろう。
Round 1. Fight. Round 2.
I wonder if this shit's in slow motion, bro.
Fight.
Interesting.
Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight. Round 1. Fight. two. Fight. Round three. Fight.
Oh, nice. This shit's weird as fuck. Bro, I don't know why this shit's in slow motion. I don't know why. Everything's like slow as shit. It's crazy.
Round one. Fight.
I got like, homie should go for loads. Homie should go for loads. Homie should go for loads, most definitely.
Fight.
I know. Oh, good. This is a good punishment.
Round three. Fight.
Let's do one more, buddy. No.
Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle.
아이 귀찮아.
Round 1. Fight.
Is it crazy?
Round 2. Fight. Round 3.
Alright.
Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight.
정말 따분한 시합이었어.
Round 1. Fight.
dumbass. I keep pressing when I don't shouldn't have to.
Fight.
정말 따분한 시합이었어.
I could beat that for sure.
Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle. I hate rich people.
Rich people.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Oh, what the fuck?
Round three. Fight. rich people. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
There you go.
Round 3. Fight.
What? It's a low reversal. Come on now. Come on.
Fight.
And okay. Bro, this is so annoying.
Final round. Fight.
Bro. So the game plays for you at that point. Okay.
I hate rich people. Round 1. Fight.
What? Oh my god, I believe he did twice. Bro.
Round 2. Fight.
What? That should not have been a punish. Alright, okay.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, man. That's funny. I adapted. That's funny. He's like, alright. How could I say crazy? That's weird, man. That's not good.
Get ready for the next battle.
I hate rich people!
Round one. Fight.
What the fuck? My bad, excuse me. RP Lincoln Park, man. Gone too soon.
Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 follow the Vanderlyn gang and their surviving members, and shows the path of redemption. But often, this path can lead to much tragedy and loss, as we see with Arthur Morgan, John Marston, and Jack Marston. So in this video, I will do a deep dive into each character on their path to redemption. First We will begin with the main protagonist of the second game.
The trader role has been in Red Dead Online for a few years now, and this is probably the first role that a lot of people actually get into, mainly because it's tied to the camp as well as the fact that it's actually probably one of the better ways to make money in Red Dead Online. So today will be a full guide breaking it down as well as tips and tricks, and also how to get started, make the most amount of money, and more. So if you guys do enjoy these type of guides, definitely subscribe and put up post notifications. Also, don't forget to drop a like. So wasting no time, to get started with the trader role itself, you're going to have to get a letter from Crips, and this is going to be like right after you complete like the tutorial if you decide to do that, or just pretty much once you start in Red Dead Online. It's going to be like called like a letter from Crips specifically, and you can head over to a post office or even your camp lockbox, and you're able to get started with that. Now, if you do get it from your camp lockbox, of course your camp has to be set up. So if you don't have that ready yet, then you have to get it from your post office instead. And then once you read the letter, you're able to get into the trader role, which is a total of 15 gold bars. Now, throughout the year, Rockstar usually just have a discount on the role itself, which usually is 5 gold bars off, and that could be through a reward or through a month-long thing that's going on. So that's a way to save some gold when it comes to getting into this role. So pretty much a simple breakdown on how this role works. There is going to be a table at your camp, and that is the main like base of operations when it comes to the trader role. To that table, you're going to bring supplies as well as materials, and then it will be produced into goods, which you can actually sell for a decent amount of money. When it comes to the supplies, you have the option if you want to order them, or if you want to, you can actually go ahead and get them yourself. I do recommend just ordering them, it just saves a lot more time, as well as the fact that it's expensive anyways. And as for the materials itself, this is going to be animal parts as well as animal carcasses, where you can bring them over to the trader table, and then you're able to put that to your materials meter, and eventually, you know, obviously the more materials you have, the more production happens, and once you have more production, the more goods are being made. So it's pretty much a simple process. As long as you just keep supplying with materials as well as make sure that you have supplies, you'll be able to make money from this role. And of course, when it comes to animal itself, depending on how good the quality is, so you know, 3-star, 2-star animals that are in Red Dead Online, as well as like, you know, what type of, you know, part it is of the animal that gets more good. So if you have a 3-star deer, obviously one that doesn't have like any, you know, damage to it, no bullet holes in the body, all that, then that obviously will give you more materials. But if you just kind of found a deer and you just kind of shot it up and it's still, you know, a 1-star, you're going to get materials, but it's just not going to be as much. So pretty much when you're going to be giving animal carcasses, just make sure that you don't savagely kill the animal. Try to use a bow and arrow, which is a lot more better, or even just killing it by the throat with a knife. Just, you know, that'd be a bit more, you know, resourceful, I guess, in a way, and you'll be able to get more materials out of it. So that's a quick little breakdown on how the trader role itself works. Now, for the upgrades that come with it, there's pretty much like 2 separate ones, which is going to be camp upgrades as well as the trader upgrades. So starting with the camp upgrades, you have theme changes that you could do, as well as tent, flag, equipment, dog, and crib outfit. So the most important thing is going to be the equipment, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So for theme, this is just obviously something that you want to, you know, choose for your table, as well as like things that you want around your camp. So like you have the hobo life, you have bounty hunter, collector, trader, all these things that you can change about the camp. It's really up to you on how you want to do it. It doesn't really affect anything that much at all. But what does affect something a lot is going to be the tents. So these are going to be actually a lot more better, because the more that you have upgraded, or I guess the more expensive one is going to be given, the more to your character is going to be fully enforced by a certain percentage every single one that you have. So I recommend just probably getting the covered, which is the maximum percent. I think it's like 75% of the course for a lot more faster than the rest of that camp, and also when you're female. Obviously, if you do want to go from, you know, that roll over to like, you know, tent lean to, it's up to you, but I just recommend going to covered or, you know, fully maxed once you have the opportunity.
Don't get too
and also, it might be kind of expensive, but it's going to be worth it. And obviously the changes is going to be kind of dramatic as well. It's not just a simple little hole on the ground. It's actually like a huge tent.
You up
not
for
that you
it?
can really even go inside of it, but it's definitely a nice little like visual upgrade to your camp if you're into that. But besides that, obviously, it's just the main thing is going to be the fact that your cores are going to be getting filled faster. And then after that, Rockstar does have the flag upgrades. That's up to you what you want to change. You grab a basic graphic.
Here you are then. I've written it down, so there's no chance of mistaking it. Have a read of that. And follow them instructions precisely. It's all there in black and white. Go on now.
To your camp, and from it, of course, if you go somewhere else, you put your table, of course, you need in order to get started with materials as well as supplies for your trade roll itself. But this is mandatory, of course. The stew pot, this one is, obviously something that it's just cooking wise that you're able to make stew, which does give you golden cores depending on what you make. If you play the sword mode, this is obviously kind of useful. That's something you do. And then for the medium, the large delivery wagon, first you have to get the medium first before you get the large. Goods when you deliver, you take care of the wagon. The record locker, self-explanatory, I think honestly it has been a lot more useful. Mainly the fact that there's a lot of weapons that obviously you can't even have. So just storing ones that you know will never use. And then the next campfire pretty much is upgrades the campfire and also speeds the path towards making and also paths to the seeds. So definitely something that I do recommend looking into for sure. And of course we also have the dogs, which is pretty just seen as a pet. You can't really I don't think that you can be kind of sexual. Something that kind of gets for free, but then you upgrade to the medium wagon, which is $500, and then of course after that you upgrade to the large one, which is $875. So again, breaking it down, it just gives you the ability to afford more goods. This is very similar when it comes to some of the other roles in Red Dead Online, such as the Moonshiner role, where you have to get something first before you get the next one in order to make more money. So that's something you should keep in mind. And then for the honey wagon, this is going to be useful because when it comes to holding multiple carcasses as well as animal parts, you can't obviously put that all on the horse or on the person. So having a honey wagon makes it easier because you're able to store most of that stuff in there. And I'll be talking more about that a little bit when it comes to, obviously getting the most amount of materials. Now, as for the trader pass itself, just like every other role, there are going to be some things in it that do benefit you. So there's a lot to go through, honestly. And it really just depends on the person. Some people may feel like this is more interesting, such as like the horses, as well as like certain hairstyles might be in the trader pass. But it really just depends on what kind of person you are and what you're really into. But the main important things when it comes to this role would be the fact that you obviously have to be at certain levels, which is going to be like level 10 unlocks the medium wagon, and then level 15 unlocks the large.
You asked for it.
This is your last stand.
Let's get into the big thing, which is going to be don't know what you got yourself into. That's something I recommend doing. You're not gonna make that much money when you first start, especially if you don't have other business involved. That's definitely for sure. And then after that, once you do end up having like more version, right? And then you obviously have two options which you're going to do normal deliveries and also on business deliveries. So if you have the large delivery wagon, you're able to get 500 from it and just get some basic and quickly. Of course, you're only going to get some money would recommend selling once you get a large delivery wagon and sell anything under that. And for the distances itself, I mean, normal delivery probably is going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. Long distance would take a little more than that. And I mean, obviously, you're getting a benefit with going a bit farther, but it is obviously a little risky since there can be players that spawn again and trying to kill you. From what I've seen in the community of Red Dead Online, most people don't care and they're probably anyway. So that's time. Also keep in mind if you do end up being traded with friends, you actually get paid for it. So you get paid and of course friends actually get paid. Things like half of that or like a certain percentage. So that's obviously that really pushes people to want to help in Red Dead Online because they're getting paid. It's not gonna be like trash. It's actually so definitely kind of a bad. Main tips when it comes to trading is that you have a couple friends right now. Get out of this live. Make your pay. XP as well as making a decent increment. Also, if you ever end up destroying the trade away, you don't actually end up with a product. It becomes like bags that you actually carry, and you put them in the for trading. So you're able to save money on trading itself. And of course, owning the natural school is going to be the biggest benefits when it comes to trading. So I'm not saying to buy them at the same time, just know if you do have one or the other, it's going to benefit. So once you end up, leveling and getting a lot more money from other goals, other missions, you're able to purchase the version. Like that's the main thing to get from as opposed to getting to wagon. Once you had the tradable with it, it's like just doing delivery missions, and after that, just delivering the carcasses over. Camp and we're able to just get the materials, buy the resupply missions. If you want to, of course, you can do it. Just buying it, and after that, cycle, just level up your goods. There we go. Selling and making so it's really simple and it's something I think I really enjoy. Taking actions will give me better. When it came to before it, it's not that it was difficult, but it's just took a lot of time to get materials. But when it comes to this, it's just overall probably one of the best ones that we have. Something I recommend checking out. But if you guys enjoyed this guide, I found this helpful. Questions in the comment section below. Also drop a like. Hope you guys enjoy, subscribe, and put on post notifications. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Let's see.
All the D3 ability cards in Red Dead Online ranked and explained. Let's begin with defensive ability cards. They have a blue color and usually are used for PvP and not really for fighting. But there is one exception. It's the first ability card in this category called Full Ones. Each consecutive shot today deals 10% less damage. By the way, here and later in this video I'm talking about level 3 so if you will get shot for the first time, you will receive normal damage. Second shot will do 10% less damage, third 20% less damage, and fourth shot will deal 30% less damage, which is the maximum amount for this ability. By the way, it doesn't matter if only one enemy is shooting you or multiple people. If you're not gonna get shot for 10 seconds, this effect will reset. Anyway, it's a great ability card for both PvP and PvE, because 30% damage reduction is really a lot. It's the highest amount you can get for one ability card in Red Dead Online. fool me, once will really help you to fight other players, especially in the sniper battles. Or when you're using a tank build, you know, by combining different defensive ability cards, like slow and steady, sharpshooter, and so on. And it's also really great for PvE, because when you fight in multiple NPCs, you will all the time have this 30% damage reduction, because NPCs, especially on the longer distances, will hit you quite often, but will do just a little bit of damage. Next we have Friends for Life ability card, which grants you and your horse 10% damage reduction when you are mounted. It's an absolutely useless ability card, even if you for some reason like fighting while mounted, because 10% damage reduction for a player is not much. You can get the same amount or higher from different other ability cards. And also it will not actually protect your horse, because in PvE most likely enemies will not kill your horse anyways, and in PvP this 10% will not protect your horse from a sniper rifle or dynamite arrow. It will be dead anyway. And I'm not even mentioning that fighting other players while mounted is not a great idea, because it makes you an easy target. So don't waste your money on this ability card. Next we have Strength. It gives extra damage reduction for each ally nearby, maximum 20% for 3 allies, but they have to be relatively close to you. And that's really the problem, because 20% damage reduction is a lot, but you will be able to use this ability card only in certain situations, like in PvP modes where you know that there will be constantly at least few teammates nearby, and maybe in some PvE like small call to arms maps, for example Saint Denis Graveyard. So it's a B tier ability card. It's fine, but very situational. You're not gonna be able to use it effectively too often. Next we have Hunker Down ability card, which grants 20% damage reduction while you take in cover. By the way, did you know that while in cover you also regenerate health much faster? And again, 20% is a lot, but the problem is players don't really take cover too often in Red Dead Online. It's not Red Dead Redemption 1 Online, and not even Red Dead Redemption 2 Story. In Red Dead Online it's not necessary to take cover, because there are powerful ability cards and tonics. Plus in many situations you will not be able to take cover at all. For example, in a free roam fights with other players, that will quite often happen somewhere in an open field. Anyway, Hunker Down is a tier C ability card. Next is To Fight Another Day ability card, which grants around 10% damage reduction while sprinting. And 10% is simply not enough. Plus you cannot combine To Fight Another Day with Slow and Steady to make a tank build, because you cannot sprint while slow and steady is active. So it's a tier C, and only because you might use it in some slippery bastard builds. Next we have the Unblinking Eye, which is not a defensive ability card, but for some reason is in this category. Unblinking Eye reduces Dead Eye and Eagle Eye drain rates. So it will be helpful not only for fighting, but also for something like searching for collectible items or treasure chests. But Unblinking Eye has one problem. It works well only with certain Deadeye ability cards, because it only decreases the rate with which players are spending Deadeye bar while Deadeye is active. But it's not the only way players are losing Deadeye bar in Red Dead Online. For example, Painted Black ability card also uses Deadeye for each shot on a marked targets, and Slow and Steady ability card uses additional Deadeye each time when you taking damage, and this is not affected by Unblinking Eye at all. So I would say it's an A tier ability card. It's a must-have for Slippery Bastard, will be pretty useful for something like Focus Fire or Quiet and Inspiration, but it's not extremely helpful when you're using Painted Black or Slow and Steady, which are the most popular Deadeye ability cards in Red Dead Online. Take the Pain Away, very weird ability card. When you revive someone, it gives 20% damage reduction for you and for that person you revived for 8 seconds. But reviving is not happening too often in both PvP and PvE, so most of the time you will not have any bonus from this ability card at all. Plus you are an easy target when reviving, so in PvP it's a really dangerous move. Anyway, Take the Pain Away is just a terrible card, and if you will spend money on it, no one will take your pain away. Next ability card is called Of Single Purpose, and probably it's because it has really only one purpose. In Red Dead Online, only one build in which you can potentially use it. It grants 10% damage reduction when player is unarmed or using a melee weapon. Lasso and bolas also counts. So it can be really used only in some weird, slippery, busted melee builds in PvP, and even that 10% is not that much. That's why of single purpose is a tier C at best. Next ability card is really interesting. It's called Never Without One, and it protects you from one headshot when you're wearing a hat or a hood from a garment set. But after such headshot, hat falls off. Back in beta, Never Without One was protecting from all headshots, but then Rockstar nerfed it, and now it protects only from headshots to the upper half of the head. Additionally, when you have a hat equipped, it grants 10% damage reduction, but after losing a hat, you start receiving more damage, around 15%. Never Without One is a tier A ability card. It's absolutely useless in PvE, because with rare exceptions NPCs are not making headshots, but in PvP it's really helpful. It's quite often will save you when someone unexpectedly attacks you, and overall protection from headshots is a really useful thing, especially since there is a weird glitch, and when you're using Beaver garment set, even when the hat will fall off, you can re-equip the hood in the middle of a fight. It works only for male characters, but female characters can do pretty much the same with posy outfits. Now let's talk about recovery ability cards. They have a green color and are mostly used for PvE, so fighting NPCs. The first card in this category is called Comeback Stronger, and ironically it will not make you stronger, because it grants faster health regeneration rate, and also regeneration starts faster after taking damage, and yes, it works. But the problem is, health regenerates too slowly even with this ability card, and no one relies on the natural health regeneration in Red Dead Online. If you get wounded, you need to drink tonic or use other ability cards that restore health bar much more effectively. So in practice, Comeback Stronger is just useless for both PvP and PvE. Next ability card is called Iron Lung, and this one is actually used quite often by Red Dead Online's players. It helps you to regenerate stamina bar faster, which nobody cares about, but also it grants players damage reduction depending on how much stamina they have. Maximum amount is 10% when stamina bar is full, but drinking stamina tonic will not give extra damage reduction. Anyway, 10% is not that much, but unless you are running all the time or using something like a melee build, most of the time you will have full stamina and this damage reduction. That's why Iron Lung is quite often used in a tank build. I would say it's a tier A ability card because it's pretty solid for PvP and quite often used for fighting other players, but has no value in PvE at all. Next we have Kick in the Butt. Each time when players are taking damage, some percentage of this damage is converted into Deadeye. But the problem is, even taking a lot of damage will not grant you that much of Deadeye, as you can see here. So in practice, this ability card can be good only for PvP for players who are dying more than they are killing. It will save some Deadeye tonics for them, but in all other cases, players should rather restore the Deadeye bar with help of tonics, making kills and other ability cards that we're gonna talk about later. You might think that I'm talking about our next ability card that is called Live for the Fight, which regenerates Deadeye bar slowly over time. But I was not speaking about this one, because this one is bad as well. Because it works, but it regenerates Deadeye extremely slowly. It will take more than 5 minutes to fully restore Deadeye bar, even if you have a fortified Deadeye core. It's a tier C ability card, it has no real use in both PvP and PvE, but you might think about using it for something like a collector role, where you don't expect fighting too much. Next we have an ability card for your horse. It's called Ride Like the Wind. With help of this ability card, you can restore some amount of your horse's health and stamina each time when you're dealing or taking damage. More when you're dealing damage, but it doesn't matter, this card is absolutely useless. Because remember, your horse will die in PvP anyway, and in PvE will be fine most of the time. And you will almost never need to restore horse stamina if you have an Akudocha saddle with best stirrups, or even other good saddle like Upland. Anyway, this ability card is completely useless, so moving to the next one. It's peak condition and it's one of my favorite ability cards actually. But surprisingly, despite being in recovery category, that's actually a PvP ability card. It grants players extra damage depending on the stamina level. With full stamina, players are getting maximum bonus, a little less than 10% of extra damage. And again, fortifying stamina bar by drinking a tonic is not increasing this amount. As a side effect, peak condition decreases sprinting cost of running with acceleration. By the way, players are also using stamina when jumping like this, but it's not affected by peak condition for some reason. Anyway, peak condition is not really useful for PvE, but in PvP it can be used in many different damage builds. And for example, if you're using Krokana rifle, the best weapon in this game, and want to make sure that it will kill enemies without tonics or defensive ability cards with only one body shot, it will be necessary to use 2 damage ability cards, and great choice here would be Sharpshooter plus peak condition. Next we have Eye for an Eye ability card, which additionally restores 10% of dead eye bar when you killing enemies with a headshot. I said additionally because you already restored 10% for killing enemies without any ability cards. If you know how to make headshots in Red Dead Online, Eye for an Eye is just an awesome card, especially for PvE. It can be used in some forms of PvP, like PvP Showdown series, but usually in PvP players are using defensive or damage ability cards and restoring health and dead eye with help of tonics. But you don't want to spend so many tonics when fighting NPCs, so Eye for an Eye will be a great choice for dead eye management. Next we have the Gift of Focus ability card that increases effect of items, tonics and abilities, for example Eye for an Eye or Live for the Fight, that restore dead eye bar. You're gonna be getting around 20% more dead eye from these sources, and it sounds like a decent ability card, and you might use it with Eye for an Eye to never drink tonics at all, but in my opinion it's just a little bit of an overkill. It's not making that much of a difference on practice, but takes an ability card slot, where you would rather have some other ability card, for example Strange Medicine. It's basically a vampiric regeneration. Each time when you making damage, you take 10% of that damage and add it to your health bar. Also, when you have this ability card equipped, your health passively regenerates on a twice slower rate, but no one really cares about this. Strange Medicine can be used in some PvP builds, but still it's mostly a PvE ability card and a really good one. Just like Eye for an Eye will help you to save a lot of dead eye tonics, Strange Medicine will help you to save a lot of health tonics. Cold-Blooded is our next ability card, and it regenerates around 10% of a health bar over 3 seconds after killing an enemy. By the way, this rate is not decreased by a negative effect from Strange Medicine ability card, so you can combine these 2 ability cards in your PvE builds. But Cold-Blooded is absolutely useless in PvP, and in PvE I still prefer Strange Medicine a little more, so quite often I'm replacing Cold-Blooded with Fool Me Once or other ability cards. But still it's a solid A tier. And now let's talk about combat or damage ability cards. They have yellow color and obviously are mostly used for PvP. First card in this category is called Gunslinger's Choice. It's an ability card for dual wielding. While using double pistols or revolvers you will be doing 10% more damage and increased accuracy, which is really good, but the thing is, if you're using Painted Black ability card, you don't really care about increased accuracy because you will get maximum accuracy anyway, even without marking targets. We're gonna talk about this later. So with Painted Black, Gunslinger's Choice is an overkill, because you already don't care about the accuracy and 10% of extra damage is not that much. But still, this ability card can be useful in many builds that are not using Painted Black Dead Eye ability card, even in PvE builds because of extra accuracy. But still there is a big problem. Gunslinger's Choice is not affecting your main weapons, and you're mostly gonna be using main weapons to kill enemies. So it's a tier B. Next we have Horseman ability card, and obviously with this ability card you are dealing more damage while mounted. And do I even need to tell you that this ability card is pretty useless, because not too often you will be fighting on your horse, and even if you will, your horse will die, and then what? And the bonus damage is not that impressive. I mean, if it was like 50% of extra damage while mounted, then maybe, but now it's just a waste of money and ability card slot. Next we have a Sharpshooter, one of the best cards in this category. It grants you extra damage and damage reduction reduction, 20% both, when you're using a scope. So with sniper rifles, so actually you can install a scope on regular repeaters and rifles. But keep in mind that you will receive bonus only when you're looking through a scope. Just having a scope on your weapon is not enough. Having 20% of both extra damage and damage reduction is just awesome. So it's a great ability card for PvP, especially since sniper rifles are extremely strong in Red Dead Online's PvP. But you also can use it in PvE if you're using sniper rifles only. The next ability card is called Necessity Breeds. It grants you increased damage depending on the health that you're missing. So less health you have, the more damage you do. Maximum bonus is around 20%, which is pretty high, but the problem is, on average, you're not gonna get too much of extra damage from this ability card, simply because you will not be in a situation where you have almost no health too often, and even if you will be, you will either die pretty quickly or will drink a tonic and will not get a bonus from Necessity Breeds in any way, so it's an absolutely useless ability card. Next we have Landon's Patience. You are dealing extra damage depending on the time spent between shots. The more time went from your previous shot, the more damage you will make. Landon's Patience grants 1.33% of extra damage for each second of waiting, with maximum 20% of extra damage when waiting for 15 seconds since the previous shot or more. By the way, it will also grant you maximum bonus if you were not shooting at all, so for example you just logged in into the game or just equipped this ability card. Anyway, Landon's Patience is a relatively good ability card for PvP, especially if you're using some weapons with high damage like sniper rifles. But still, in the middle of a fight there never will be 15 or even 10 or even 5 seconds between shots. So I personally prefer using something like Peak Condition instead for more stable extra damage. Next ability card is called the Short Game, and it gives 20% extra damage on a pretty small range up to 5 steps, but when distance to the target increases, this extra damage drops. It's really small around 10 steps, there is no bonus at all when it's around 20 steps to the target, and on a longer distances you're actually dealing 10% less damage. So to be honest, this ability card can be good only for some melee builds, and no, it's not good even for shotguns, because if you will manage to get really close to the target, you will kill the target anyway, and if for some reason you need this extra damage, rather use Winning Streak, which, as we will see later, works exceptionally well with shotguns. So it's a tier C, and only because, yeah, you can use it for some fun melee-only builds. Next we have Hangman ability card, and this one is pretty simple. It deals damage every second when you use lasso on your enemy. It even works on animals, but it ruins the belt and carcass quality. Anyway, this ability card is absolutely useless on practice, and I guess only griefers who want to troll and additionally humiliate their victims are using it. And the last ability card in this category is called Winning Streak, and it grants you extra damage for each consecutive shot that you make it. Description says each consecutive shot on the same target, but on practice no, you can hit any target. But the bonus resets if you will miss your shot or if you will not do any damage in the next 10 seconds. In theory, Winning Streak should grant you 10% of extra damage for each consecutive shot up to 100% extra damage. But on practice it works weirdly. First shot gives no extra damage, like it should. Second shot within 10 seconds gives 10% extra damage, fine here, but the third shot already deals 30% extra damage. Then 50, and shot number 6 deals 100% damage. It's a maximum amount. One interesting detail: when you're using a shotgun, every single pellet counts as an individual shot. So if you will hit your target with all the pellets, for example with help of Painted Black ability card, you will receive solid bonus even on the first shot. So yeah, it's an extremely strong ability when you need to deal a lot of damage. In PvP, when fighting against tank builds, for example, or in PvE when hunting legendary animals. But to use it effectively, you have to be sure that you will not be missing your shots. And the last category is Deadeye abilities, that are using Deadeye bar and are basically ultimate abilities in Red Dead Online. First ability card here is called A Moment to Recuperate. It heals you relatively fast while Deadeye is active, but taking damage stops healing, so you can only effectively use it in between fights or while taking cover. And since there are multiple ways of restoring your health while you are fighting, like tonics or other ability cards, I think this ability card is almost useless. It's a tier C and only in some cases you might use it for PvE. Next we have Focus Fire, which grants around 20% of extra damage to all your teammates while active, even if your teammates are on the other side of the map, by the way. If multiple players in a team will have Focus Fire, effect will not stack. Since Focus Fire gives extra damage for you as well, you can use it in some maximum damage builds for both PvP and PvE, even if you're playing solo. But for group PvP, it's almost a must-have. At least one group member should have this ability card. Usually it's gonna be the one who's not the best at shooting and almost playing as a support. But anyway, extra 20% damage for the whole team is really good, so it's a solid A tier ability card. The next ability card is extremely good for everything: fighting other players, fighting NPCs or hunting. It's called Painted Black. And by the way, you can receive first level of this ability card for free during tutorial or right after skipping tutorial. Painted Black automatically marks targets at which you are aiming, and then you shoot all the targets without missing. But each shot will use a little bit of the die bar. But that's not all. Painted Black has one hidden bonus. While it's active, it grants you maximum achievable accuracy, basically removes bloom from all the weapons. Not when you're marking targets, but simply when the die is active. Long time ago, all the die ability cards were granting this extra bonus, but then Rockstar nerfed them all except for Painted Black for some reason. And now it's the best ability card for almost all situations, because accuracy is so important. Keep in mind that you cannot mark some targets with Painted Black, for example players in defensive mode, but they will not be able to mark you as well, or legendary animals. However, even for hunting legendary animals, Painted Black will be useful because of the accuracy bonus, especially if you will be using a shotgun. By the way, next ability card can also help you to hunt legendary animals, despite being mostly a PvP ability card. I'm talking about Slow and Steady. While it's active, all headshots that you will receive are dealing normal, not increased damage, and also you have 20% damage reduction. But each time when you will be taking damage while Slow and Steady is active, you will lose some additional die bar. Another negative side effect is that you cannot sprint while this ability card is active. That's why it's called Slow and Steady. Slow and Steady is a must-have ability card for a tank build, where you stack different defensive abilities. Tank builds are really useless in PvE, but can and are often used in PvP. But Slow and Steady has one side effect. While it's active, your horse will not throw you off, because horse cannot run as well. And it will be really useful when hunting different predators, especially dangerous legendary animals. But you need to activate the die before the animal will roar, or it will not work. Anyway, since you can use Slow and Steady in both PvP and sometimes in PvE, it's a solid A tier ability card. Quite an inspiration, the die ability card. Just like a moment to recuperate, it heals you when the die is active, but it also heals all your team members on any distance. And again, if other team members will be using quite an inspiration as well, effect will not stack. Additionally, receiving damage is not stopping the healing, unlike with a moment to recuperate, but the healing rate is twice slower than with that card. Anyway, this ability card is not that useful when you're playing solo. It's much more effective to restore health with help of tonics or other ability cards like Strange Medicine. But I would say that it's a tier B, because when you're playing in a big group, you can use this ability card in both PvP and PvE. The last ability card is called Slippery Bastard, and this one is really controversial. When the die is active, it decreases accuracy of enemies who are shooting at you, but also decreases your accuracy. So basically it gives your weapon maximum bloom possible. By the way, before Red Dead Redemption was released on PC, this ability card worked differently, and it was disabling auto-aim for both you and your enemies. It was kinda fun. Anyway, Slippery Bastard uses that die on a much faster rate than other Deadeye ability cards. That's why you will have to either use a lot of tonics or combine Slippery Bastard Bastard with unblinking eye, probably both. But it's not the biggest problem with this ability card. The real problem is Slippery Bastard is super easy to counter. Because yes, it's almost impossible to hit enemies that are using Slippery Bastard with most firearms on a longer distances, even if you will use Painted Black. But it's not decreasing accuracy of scoped weapons, so snipers will kill you immediately. And also it will not help against bolas, throwing weapons like tomahawks and arrows. So if your opponents know how Slippery Bastard ability card works, they will leave you no chance. In PvE, Slippery Bastard is actually much more effective, because NPCs are rarely using sniper rifles or throwing weapons, so they will be missing you while you're gonna be killing them with sniper rifle. But still it works weird. At first it was working fine against NPCs, then at some point I guess Rockstar broke it and it was not working, at least in missions where I was testing Slippery Bastard against NPCs, and now it works fine again, so keep it in mind. Anyway, it's a tier B ability card since you can use it in some PvE situations, but for PvP it's a complete waste of money. By the way, if you don't want to waste money not only on ability cards but on useless weapons as well, I suggest you to go and check the video that you can see on your screen now. It's about must-have weapons in Red Dead Online. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye. Earning $100,000 in Red Dead Online can seem impossible, especially when you are a beginner, but it's actually achievable, and in this step-by-step guide I will show you how to go from $0 to $100,000 in Red Dead Online relatively fast. There will be only 5 major steps, and the first step is to earn 15 gold bars for your first roll. Now I need to mention that you can earn your first 10 gold bars before even creating a character. To do that, just go to Rockstar website and in your social club account settings enable two-step verification. Rockstar still gives 10 gold bars for doing that, but it might take up to 72 real-life hours for this gold to be delivered to your Red Dead Online character. But if you don't want to enable two-step verification, don't worry, you still can earn 15 gold bars relatively easy. So, after creating the character, you can choose to play or skip the tutorial. You might choose to play it to get used to controls and find out about Red Dead Online's main story, that is, spoiler, still unfinished. But if you will choose to skip the tutorial, you will still receive a free horse and a saddle that you will need to claim at stables manually, and a little bit of money. Spend this money on hay for your horse, you're gonna be riding a lot and your horse will need food, and buy a few health tonics if you will have some money left. And now to find the most profitable activities of the month, open menu and choose benefits. You see, each month there is a different event in Red Dead Online with different bonuses and discounts. Pretty much always there are bonuses and discounts for one of the roles, but also extra payouts for some other activities. And here you will find an information about these extra payouts. You can also check Rockstar's official website or find out about all the bonuses or discounts from my video, for example. You need to look for double or triple gold payouts for one of the following activities: featured PvP series, free ROM missions, blood money missions or contracts, call to arms mode, land of opportunities story mission or telegram missions. And then focus on grinding that activity with extra gold payouts. For example, if it's gonna be featured PvP series, which happens quite often, you will have to open left menu, choose quick join and then featured series. And yes, it's a PvP mode, you will have to compete with other players, but don't worry, because amount of gold that you will earn is not based on your performance, it's based only on the time spent in a mission, just like in most other Red Dead Online activities. It makes no sense, but that's how it works. So when there will be double or especially triple gold payout for featured PvP series, you will basically practice your aim and earn a lot of gold while doing this. Now, when there will be extra payouts for free ROM missions, you will have to find such or such NPCs on the map, take missions from them and grind them them, but remember, to receive optimal amount of gold bars per hour, you need to spend exactly 9 or 12 minutes in each of such missions, because again, payout is based on time, and gold payout specifically changes only every 3 minutes. So if you will complete the mission in less than 3 minutes, you will receive no gold at all. So actually I suggest you to start your own timer when mission begins, because there is not always will be a visible timer on the screen. Anyway, if there will be extra payout for blood money missions, go to this area first, watch a cutscene, and then go to these blood money mission givers. If there will be bonus on telegram missions, just check your mail, pick up telegrams from there, open left menu, choose telegrams and one of the telegrams to grind. Preferably from new source of employment, because they are the easiest. Once again, try to complete missions in 9 or 12 minutes. And if there will be extra payouts for Land of Opportunities missions, just go to such yellow areas on the map and continue the story of Red Dead Online. By the way, at some point such missions might disappear, and that's because to continue you will need to have either high or low honor, not something in between. And actually, to decrease your honor you will have to kill a lot of NPCs, but to increase it you will simply need to feed your horse time to time. There is a way to earn additional gold. For example, while grinding the missions, you can also complete daily challenges. Just open left menu and choose daily challenges here. There will be a list of daily challenges that you can complete this day and earn a little bit of gold and experience for each one. At first it's not gonna be much, only 0.1 gold bar per each task. If you will be completing at least one of such daily challenges every day for the 7 days, this payout will be increased. After 14 days it will be increased once again, and so on, but after 28 days this streak will reset, but you will receive some money and also a treasure map. Anyway, since we're getting paid for the time spent in a mission, while doing the mission, complete daily challenges as well. Choose the easiest, especially if you don't have daily challenge streak yet. Also, every 5 levels, starting with level 10, Rockstar will be sending you a treasure map. You can pick it up on the post office or check the mailbox at your camp. Use these maps as soon as possible, because in each treasure chest on average you will find 1.1 gold bar and more than $100. Sometimes other useful stuff as well, like tonics or even pamphlets. So find the map in your bag, it will be in documents, maps, read it, then go to the yellow area and by using eagle eye go around and search for the glowing chest, then open it and collect the treasure. By the way, on Red the active map you will find the specific location of every single treasure in the game. Not many players know about it, but there is actually additional trick that will help you to grind enough gold for the first roll, because every 3 real-life days you can get 2 additional treasure maps relatively fast. There are 2 random encounters that you can find in Red Dead Online's free roam, Treasure Hunter and Map on the Tree, that are granting you treasure map. Once again, you can find all the possible locations of these random encounters by using Red Dead Online interactive map. But the problem is, these random encounters, just like any other random encounters, are not spawning very well in a public lobbies, so most likely you will not find them too often. However, if you will go to Blood Money mission, the game will create a private lobby for you, where you will be alone, and in such lobbies random encounters are spawning extremely well. So just go to Anthony Foreman in Rhodes and start a Blood Money mission, Stagecoach Stick Up. Then, instead of completing the mission, go here, and if there are no random encounters nearby, you will find either Treasure Hunter, NPC that you can kill and loot treasure map from. Sometimes you can buy it for 5 gold bars, by the way. Or you will find a map on the tree. Watch out for lanterns that are standing close to the trees. If there will be nothing, check other possible
random encounter locations nearby, and you will find one of these, will collect treasure map, and after that go back and complete the mission. You will receive a good payout as well. But remember that there is a 72 real-life hours cooldown on each of these encounters. So on practice you will find only one map on the tree and one treasure hunter each 3 real-life days. Anyway, with help of extra payouts, treasure maps and daily challenges, you will earn 15 gold bars relatively fast, and then there will be a time to purchase your first role. You've probably seen a lot of players suggesting Bounty Hunter as a first role, but I actually suggest you to purchase Collector role, and that's because Collector is by far the best role for making money and experience. But you might say, wait Cat, for completing Bounty Hunter missions we are actually getting gold and we're not earning gold from other roles, including Collector. And yes, technically it's correct, but as you will see later, there is a way to earn exactly the same amount of gold, actually even more, by grinding Collector role. When you will have 15 gold bars or 10 if there is a discount, just open menu, choose Collector here, and it will teleport you to today's Madame Nazar location. She's changing her location every day, by the way. Then just watch a cutscene and buy a Collector role, and you will be ready to make a lot of money, like immediately. Because most money from Collector role you will be making by collecting and selling full sets of tarot cards. And you can start collecting them right after purchasing Collector role. Actually, you can start collecting them even before purchasing Collector role, but you will be able to sell these tarot cards to Madame Nazar only when you will have the role. Yes, if they are not the most expensive collections, but they're by far the most profitable. That's because it's guaranteed that you can get a full set of tarot cards every day. Tarot card spawns are not random. You can always use Red Dead Online interactive collectors map and see in which exact location you can find each specific tarot card. But many other collectible items, such as coins or arrows or jewelries, they are random. You can find a location in which you can find some coin, but it will be random coin, and some coins have only 2% chance to spawn, so it might take days or even weeks to get full collection. And Madame Nazar pays much more for full sets of collectible items. She will tell you about it many times. Anyway, just focus on guaranteed sets. Tarot cards, if you have a little more time, add family heirlooms, and if you have even more time to collect, add flowers and collectible alcohol. Bird eggs are also guaranteed, but I don't suggest you to mess with them. Some spawns are just broken, plus quite often they will be in the middle of nowhere, like literally on a mountain. It's just not worth it. To collect items as fast as possible, I suggest you to go to Red Dead Online interactive collectors map, unselect all the collections, then choose collections that you want to find today. For example, if you don't have too much time to collect today, I suggest you to focus on 2 most expensive tarot cards sets, Swords and Pentacles. Choose of them, and then just go here, choose starting point and generate route. And after collecting each item, just go to the next one, follow the route that you will see on the screen. By the way, by clicking on each individual item, you will see additional details, like where exactly you need to look for this item. For example, under the table or on a bookshelf. After getting full collections, you can go to Madame Nazar and sell full sets to her, or you can just go to the post office and send them via mail. You will receive exactly the same amount of money and experience. You will get a lot of experience for both picking up items and selling full sets, so you will level up collector role in no time. So on level 5 go to Madame Nazar and buy shovel from her, and on level 10 go to Madame Nazar once again and buy metal detector. These tools will help you to find much more items. So what you can do when you will have them is, after choosing guaranteed sets that you want to collect and generating the route, you can go and choose to show all the items. And if some other collectible item will be close to your generated route, you can pick it up as well, even if it's a random item. I mean, sooner or later you will get full collections, but don't go too far away from your generated route. Remember, most profit you gonna make from guaranteed sets. Now let's talk about how you can earn earn gold while grinding collector role? Well, remember how I said that payouts in Red Dead Online missions are based on time spent. More time spent in a mission, more money, gold and experience you will receive. And if amount of money and experience will be different for different activities, amount of gold will be always exactly the same. In really challenging 5-star legendary bounty mission and in simplest stranger mission, you will earn exactly the same amount of gold, which depends only on the time spent. On your screen you can see payout structure, and maximum payout will be 0.48 gold bars for 30 minutes spent in a mission. And knowing that, we can significantly increase profit from collector role, because instead of simply collecting items, we can first go and start a free roam or blood money mission. Then instead of completing mission, go around and collect for 20-25 minutes, which is enough to pick up every item that you're looking for in the area, and only after that go back and finish the mission. Two best missions for this method, in my opinion, are stranger missions called On the Hunt and Recovery. You can take these missions from a lot of stranger mission givers in different areas of the map. These missions are so good because they're giving you a lot of time to collect, because you will have 30 minutes to get to the area, and then once you will get to this yellow area, 20 more minutes to complete the mission. And they're also super simple. You will need to hunt an animal in one and just deliver its corpse, and recovery might be even easier because you have to kill few NPCs and then deliver the wagon. But there is another way how you're gonna be earning additional gold by grinding collector. Collector brings much more experience than any other role in the game, so you will be leveling up much faster. And remember, every 5 levels you will be getting treasure map on your mail, and you will get some extra gold from these treasure maps to purchase the next role. Anyway, by combining collector role with stranger missions, you already can earn a lot of gold, money and experience, but there is a way to earn even more money and experience per hour, and that's where we are moving to the third step. Step 3. After earning 15 more gold bars, go and purchase trader role. Once again, open menu, choose trader, watch a cutscene and pay